Hello people, it's Pag Biker here. Just being in this area of Kinver in the West Midlands just reminds me of a little story really that happened probably about 32 years ago. Now I might have been about 18 at the time. It involved one of my friends, Steve, and his then girlfriend called Vivian, and they'd been out over this way in his car, which at the time was an old Morris Marina, and they'd driven back and they were heading back down the Kingsford Lane, heading back towards the direction of Wolverley. Anyway, it was sort of early hours of the morning, and they decided to sort of pull over for a bit of a kiss and a cuddle, a bit of canoodling, and they pulled over. And he switched off the engine and obviously puckered up his lips, ready for his kiss. And he could hear this drum, like a slow beating drum, you know, just going bump, 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 like keeping in time. And because there was rumours and stories about in the wooded area, it's very rural there, but in the wooded area there'd been stories of like witches' covens and black magic taking place in the woods, you know, and I don't know, sacrificing chickens and small woodland animals and drinking the blood, you know, all that sort of stuff that goes with it. And not only that, there had been a couple of suicides as well in the wood. People had you know, found the spot, maybe somewhere they liked, and committed suicide. So at night, when it's pitch black, it can be quite a spooky place. Anyway, he's puckered up his lips, he's heard these drums, and of course, fear sets in. He doesn't want to be sort of captured by these white witches or whatever they are, black witches. And sort of find he's a bit of a substitute for the chicken, and he gets sort of sacrificed or whatever. So he starts his car and he races as fast as he can off down the lane back towards Wolverley. And as he sort of told me, he said he was hyperventilating all the way back, because it really spooked him out, and it also spooked Vivian out. And he told me the story like when we were sat in a pub. So we were with a couple of other friends, so I sort of said, no, I don't believe you, mate, don't believe you, you're imagining it. So he said, no, he said, we'll have a drive up there, he said, and we'll have a listen, see if we can hear them. So we did. We drove out, and this is the Kingsford Lane, and I'll get to the lay-by where he pulled over in a bit. Oh, but he started to sort of tell us the story again as we drove up. Anyway, we got to the lay-by and we pulled over, and again it was sort of night time, dark, and it was sort of winter time, so the moon was up, trees were bare, and he switched off the engine, so it was quite spooky. And he said, there, listen, he said, listen, and we heard this drum beat, bump, bump, bump. So he panics again, he starts his car and races off. And he's going like the bat out of hell in this old Morris Marina, and I'm sure it was on two wheels around some of these corners, he was going that quick. Anyway, got to the end of the lane through Wolverley, and we decided we'd, call it a day, and we were going to drop off one of our mates en route. And he was gulping, he was again a bit sort of, see, I told you, quite frightened about it and nervous. And as we pulled up outside this friend's house, he sort of switched the engine off, and I said, hang on a minute, listen, I can hear the drums. Bump, bump, bump. And it only bloody turned out to be the petrol washing backwards and forwards in his tank. What a sod. But yeah, should have seen his face when he found out what it was. Didn't he feel alright, blooming idiot, when he found out the drum was only petrol in the old bloody Morris Marina's tank, swishing backwards and forward when he stopped. But still, I suppose when you're 17, 18 and your imagination's running away with you, I suppose you can sort of put 2 and 2 together and come up with 5. But yeah, just a little story I thought I might share with you. Anyway, if you like the video, obviously give it a thumbs up, and we're not too far away where he was pulled up. It was just here, and the entrance actually to the old tunnels, it was just there on the left. Anyway, as I say, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.